Let's see. Oh, we're literally live. Oh my God. Okay, guys. I didn't think that it was gonna go. I didn't think it was gonna go live automatically. So we're live. Let me just let me check the audio. That was weird. Dang it. I forgot how to work it on the yep, we're live. I see it. I'm doing this from my webcam, which I haven't done in a long time. Since like okay, we are in there. I'm so excited. I'm excited. All right, although I was not expecting us to be live so quickly, but that was just spirit, like just hit the button and go live. So what's up, y'all? I've been feeling called. Actually, I felt really called very randomly, spontaneously, and sporadically to come and do just a live oracles and channels and oracles. Right? I don't know what order I put it in, but that's supposed to be the other way around. And so I'm going to do that for all signs today. Give me 1 second. Hold on. Oracles and channels. All right. Okay, there we go. So I'm going to be doing that today, guys. This will be time stamped at the end. I'm working with 2 decks. Do not ask me the name right now because it's going to throw my flow off. But if you care that much, then I do not mind at all finding the deck and putting it somewhere in the comments or in the chat afterward. So I'm working with 2 decks. I have this one and I have this one here that I'm going to be using. And make sure. Okay. Also, everything that you need to know to book a personal reading, guys, you can see the scroll on the bottom of the screen. You can also, in the top right of me, left of me, you can see where to send the money and how to pay for your reading if that's what you would like to book today. I'm sorry, guys. It's a lot that I'm looking at right here, so I want to make sure that the connection's good and all of that. Okay. All right, and let me just notify that I'm live, because sometimes when you go live in the landscape position, I think YouTube wants you to go live in the what do you call it, portrait position. So let me just let people know that I'm live. All right. Okay, there we go. Okay. All right, guys, I'm going to go ahead and get started. I'm going to see if YouTube notifies people that I'm live, but we'll see. If not, everything will be time-stamped after. And we're going to keep it rolling. We're going to keep it rolling. Okay, for Cancerians, let's go ahead and start. Happy solar return to you guys. I hope that your season has been treating you well. Okay. Okay, Cancerians. Let's see. I speak positively of others. It's a little nudity on the card, so I'm going to just kind of cover it a little bit. I speak positively of others. It's also a little delay that I'm noticing. Okay. So Cancer, the first thing that I'm getting is that your words are extremely powerful. Your words are extremely powerful right now. I'm hearing they hold a lot of weight. And they can do one of two things. Like they can heal or they can hurt. Even yourself. What else is coming out for Cancerians? I'm hearing night and day as well. Some of you feel like you communicate significantly different than how you used to. And maybe it's in a more healed way. For some of you, it could be vice versa, but I think it's in a more healed way. Yeah, more calm, more positive, more uplifting, more on the optimistic side. What else for Cancerian spirit? What else is coming through for Cancerians? It says, I invoke laughter. Bring it back. The light is kind of blinding, washing the cards out because they're white too. I invoke laughter. And you know what? I think that also speaks to speaking positively of others as well. There's this lightness. There's this lightness, this levity. I feel that you have, Cancerians. Spirit says that you've acquired. Also, there's people outside doing yard work, if y'all hear that in the background. And the attire that the little girl is wearing in this, or girl, woman, I don't know, is wearing in this card makes me think of like a jail jumpsuit. So I feel like there's a connection, Cancerians, between like your words and whether you created like some type of prison with your own words, or you broke out of that prison that was created by someone else's words that you believed about yourself or your life. And so I think with you, this I speak positively of others. I think a lot of it has to do with you healing something that happened to you, or, you know, a part of your life. Like someone speaking negatively over you, you knowing how that feels, you being able to heal that, you being able to put yourself in another person's shoes as well. So you guys could be mentoring, or you guys could be in the position where you are going to be mentoring someone who possibly went through a similar situation as you. Jupiter is in your sign, so remember that. What else for Cancerians? It says, I remain in balance with my emotions. So here you have another card of like this duality too. I remain in balance with my emotions and I speak positively of others. You can see like the two energy, the duality energy, or the sister energy. So again, I feel like there's another person or another energy here, or this is you and an older version of yourself, you, your younger self, things like that. I'm hearing he's got the whole world in his hands. I don't know why I'm hearing that. I'm getting therapy for some of you. That could have been something that you went through, something that you're in now that helped walk you through these things, that helped walk you through like unprogramming whatever that voice was, learning and teaching you how to develop a better relationship with yourself, speak more positively about yourself, speak differently about yourself. And literally, some of you could be that. Like, some of you could be the counselor, the mentor, the teacher, the person who's doing that. What else for Cancerians? Yeah, you have I can be trusted. And remember, I literally just said that I was hearing he's got the whole world in his hands. And literally look at this picture. Look at the imagery. I can be trusted. And there is literally like a little world with a feather in it, in the middle, in the palm of the hand. Yeah, I think if you guys are not in this yet, you very well may be in a position soon where you hold a lot of responsibility, where you are the teacher, you are the mentor. Someone or people are looking to you for wisdom, for comfort, for optimism, for your sense of humor, for your levity, for the way that you know how to enjoy life now. For some of you, you have become an example to other people to live lighter, more playful. Yeah, you just keep getting all these cards. I respect the property of others. I'm hearing there's this beauty emanating through you. There's a beauty emanating through you, Cancerians. And I'm seeing a lot of yellow, green, and blue. So very active with the yellow. That's solar plexus, you know, being very active. Let me cover this card before, because I'm getting messages already. I'm going to put my hand over it. It came out, but I'm getting messages about these two. Yellow, very active. Green, that's the heart. So really doing something from your heart. And blue is the throat chakra. So like I said, your words do hold a lot of power. And so whatever you are saying to someone or people, like it's holding weight, it's landing, it's sticking, they're listening, it's working. You have the number 25. Oh, I love this. Or 7, and this is Bridget, which in another deck that I have, she's called the healer. It says healer. It says psychic flames, 333, sacred milk, and druid magic. Sacred milk makes me think of milk from the mother's bosom, a mother's breast milk. It's very sacred, right? It's like the thing that nourishes a child. It's the most natural and most organic thing that can nourish a child through that stage of their life. Oh my God. And as I say that, right, sacred milk, look on the rest of these cards. That the one that said I remain in balance and I speak positively of others, I couldn't show it, but their boobs are out. Their boobs are out. Oh my gosh, some of you might be getting pregnant. Some of y'all might be getting pregnant. Obviously, that's not going to be everybody, but some of y'all might be getting pregnant. Wow. Oh, I love that. And that's what this is speaking about. It could be speaking about the way your child is going to view you. I love that. Okay, let's get your last card, Cancerians. Oh, I was only doing 6, but they threw out 2 more for y'all, so we'll take them. Cancerians, you have the number 23 as well, or 5, which says salamander. Ouroboros, which is, if you don't know that, it's that snake that is like in a circle eating itself, like eating its tail. It says creative work, infinite wisdom, and alchemy. Alchemy is when you transform a situation, where you can take any type of energy, any type of element, and transform it into something higher. And that's literally what I feel here. Like, you alchemized your pain, you alchemized, again, that voice, and you turned it into something powerful, or you will be turning it into something powerful. I'm hearing, you must not know about me. You must not know about me. Okay. Last card. Whoa, you got 22. So you actually have a succession of numbers. You have 22, 23, 25. The missing number is 24. We're in Cancer season, and we just went through the 20s, right? Today's the 27th. We just went through the 20s. So some of y'all have had birthdays. 24, whoever is June 24, heavy confirmation on this. You are the missing key in this series of oracle cards that have been heavily shuffled. Okay. But also 22, 23, 25. All right. On the number 22, it says drawing down the sun, wildfire, divine masculine, magnificence, and witness. Wow. Let me show you that. Sorry, I'm trying to like look on the screen too, y'all, and see. There's kind of like a lag, so it's kind of hard when I put it up on the screen. So just bear with me, guys. I'm just getting back into doing this on the laptop. So, all right. Any last messages that I'm getting for Cancerians? Again, yeah. Yeah. They are drawing me. When I asked that, they drew me right to the color again, which is yellow. What does this card also say? Divine masculine, right? Yellow is solar plexus. It is about action. It is about doing. But it's aligned action. So I feel like there's balance here, though, because you have I remain in balance with my emotions. So it's not this thing of you overdoing something or overachieving or no, you're just naturally falling into this energy of leadership. The sun, divine masculine energy, is also leadership. Wildfire. It says wildfire. Wildfire spreads extremely fast. So something I feel like that you're stepping into, that you're doing, I do feel like it's going to take off fast, or it's going to spread. It's going to catch wind quickly. I'm hearing word around town. So if there's something you're putting out or something, people are going to know about it, and quickly. All right. So that's where I'm going to stop it for you, Cancerians. I appreciate you guys. All right. I pray that those messages find you well, are helpful, healing. Okay. Let's go ahead and get into Leo's messages. All right. And let me change Leo's sign, their name. I love doing it from the streaming thing because it's just so much easier on me. Like, I can write the names at the top, and it's a lot easier. But the algorithm is like, you just, at some point, you just got to stop caring about the algorithm and just do like what works for you, what is authentic for you. That's one thing that I've been learning on here. Is like, you can fight this thing all day, Okay, Leo, let's go ahead and get you out here, because actually I need to keep a track of time too, guys. I do. All right, Leo, let's just see what comes out. Anything that the Leo needs to know, Spirit. Okay. I speak with good intent. I speak with good intent. I heard fireball. Did you guys see the fireball yesterday? I speak with good intent. And people listen, but people, okay, that is what they were trying to say. I speak with good intent, and people hear you, but do they listen? That's what they were trying to say. I'm sorry. And people hear you, but do they listen? And there could be like this disconnect where you even feel like either you're speaking down to people or you're like speaking up to them. Either way, it feels like the message or what you're trying to get across isn't landing, or it's not reaching them, or someone feels like something is not reaching you. Although the intention is good. I speak with good intent. Although the intention is good. I'm hearing come back down. Come back down. Come back down. Makes me feel like come back down to earth. Some of you could feel like that. Like I'm seeing somebody float like you've just gone too far in something, or too distant, grown too distant from something, from someone, from a situation, that it might be hard to connect to it anymore. No matter how hard you try, no matter how good your intentions are, their intentions are, it just might be hard to connect again, or for it to land in the same way. Let's see what else for Leo. Other channels are coming through for Leo. Okay. I embrace the all. I embrace the all. Oh, that just added such a big chunk to your message. I think the come back down could also be people who they can't resonate with your message anymore because like it's ascended. It is literally going over their heads. And if that's you, you know, it could be reverse. It could be that something has gone over your head. But it's literally like the message is getting lost in translation because it's going over people's head or someone's head. I'm hearing so far gone. So, you know, Leo, there could actually be this tug of war. You're feeling this pull of like, you know, the more I ascend, you might feel a little lonely, or yeah, that's what I'm getting here. You might feel a little lonely, or like, again, it's damn hard to connect. It's hard to connect with people. Although you want to, like, I don't feel like this is some arrogance, like, oh, I'm just so much better, I've outgrown. Nah, I feel like your heart is there, like you genuinely want to. I speak with good intent, you know. Let's see what this other one was that came out. I am forgiving. I don't know why that just touched my heart. Oh, I am forgiving. Wow. Sit with that. Yeah. This is a little deep because, you know, you could feel as though, Leo, you've been outcasted by a certain group, certain people, certain person, I don't know, a situation. You could feel like you've been on the outskirts or outcasted and made to feel weird or different from other people. And it's like that same group or same person, whatever we're speaking of, right? it's the same thing that you still want to be maybe accepted by, loved by, you know, admired by. I felt that in my heart. I literally felt that in my heart. It's so, yeah. It's the same thing. Okay, anything else? What else here? Last card from this deck is, oh, oh my God. I give offerings that are genuine. Leo. Oh my God. Remember just a few seconds ago, I said I felt that in my heart. Look at how the heart is illuminated here in green. Good old fashioned chakra color in green. I give offerings that are genuine. I don't know if y'all can see it. If I bring it closer, it might wash it out because the card is kind of white too, but we'll try. Okay. Oh, wow. I speak with good intent. I give offerings that are genuine. I am forgiving. Yeah. Oh my gosh. And how did I miss that? She's literally ascending. She's literally ascending. And because your offerings are genuine, Leo, I think what this is saying to you, right? As we get your last two cards, I feel like what this is saying is like, as long as you keep that, like as long as you stay genuine, you have to know that it's going to take you away from certain groups. It's going to take you away from certain places that you've been in or that you've been comfortable in, Leo. But it's taking you higher. It is bringing ascension. Wow, that's a very specific and random message, but some of you have like loaned people money, lent people money, I'm sorry, that you've not gotten back, you've not asked for it back. Those things did not go in vain. Those things were genuine. Like, I see that. And that's all that matters. That's all that you can do. You can't control other people in reference to that message. I'm hearing I now know. So some of you, I think, whether you're in this energy now or you will be coming into it, I think you will be very accepting at some point, very soon, if not now, that you have to ascend out of some of these connections and relationships because your message is no longer landing, not because it's not a good message, not because you're not genuine, but because it's going way over people's heads. It's not your crowd anymore. It just means that your message is meant for something else, somewhere else. What else for you? I love these cards. I can just feel the energy. Oh my God, this is cool. You have the number 15 or 6. It says secret seances, spirit world, messages, assistance, memories. Oh my God, I love that. It's a very pretty card too. Oh, I don't think you guys can see it. I'm sorry. I hate that. I'll have to fix the lighting when it comes to the cards. Yeah, a lot of you, could have been on a spiritual journey, could be on a spiritual journey, whatever the case is. And, it's like when you first open your third eye, you go on your spiritual journey, you want to bring everyone along with you. You want to tell them all the truths that you've been figuring out and learning, and it's just not going to land with everyone. That's really what this feels like. With the number 6, for some of you, this transition started in the month of June that we're in. Could have started around the 15th. In fact, I think that was a date, like a very important date. Maybe with Mars, and Mars was in Leo at that time too. Okay, anything else for Leo? Anything else for Leo? All right, Leo, your last card is a number 31 or 4, and it says Florida waters, natural form, enchanted potion, red roses, and cleansing. And Florida water is a very powerful tool that people use for cleansing, literally. Yeah, Leo, I think you are becoming more spiritual. I think your message is becoming more spiritual, whatever your message is, right? Don't have to mean that you're on a microphone literally in front of people, but the things you talk about, the things you fill your time up with, your mental, your spiritual energy, it's a lot more spiritual. You're a lot more in tune with the spirit world, and because of that, your circles are changing. Literally. All right, so I think this message is definitely telling you to lean more into that, you know, embrace it, let it happen. Okay, that's what I have for you, Leo. Appreciate you. All right, let me get Virgo's name on the screen so we can get it rolling now. Okay, Virgolicious. Let me get your timestamp. I'm like, I don't know where to look. 30, we'll just say 32 for you, Virgo. If you guys want to book, information is in the description box, I believe. Did I put it there? Of course not. It will be there. And I will have a pinned comment. I apologize for not having that ready, but it's all on the screen. That's where I have it. Okay, Virgo. Sorry. Virgo. Oh, okay. There we go. Your first card is out. Says, I relate in peace. And this person is probably cast some runes, which is a form of divinity, if you guys don't know. Looks like they're getting some messages from some runes. I relate in peace. Bring it a little closer. Okay. I'm hearing this line from a Frank Ocean song where he's like, in the dark. He just keeps saying, in the dark. And I think the name of the song is Siegfried. It's like a German name or something. I do anything for you in the dark. I do anything. Now I just keep hearing that. In the dark. Anything for you. Okay, Virgo. So a message is coming through about, you know, maybe self-sacrifice. Okay. Perhaps overgiving, doing something for someone, for people, just to kind of keep the peace, just to shake, just to keep from like rocking the boat. And I'm kind of getting this message of like doing it. It could be unbeknownst to other people. It almost gives me the impression of somebody like putting on in a relationship. Like, we're not together, but we're going to show the people we're together type of vibe. That's what that feels like. I do anything for you. There's pain behind that though. So there's pain behind that. I could feel that. There's pain behind the facade. Oh, the card went right through this little slit that's on my table. Hold on. It says, oh my God, what did I just say? It says, I keep my own counsel. Let me show you it. Why is that favorite? That kind of look like Kimora Lee Simmons. I keep my own counsel. Yeah, so this is something that is like a little private, You keep to yourself. This person keeps to themselves, or whatever, whoever is involved in this, you for sure. Okay, very private with this. Okay, I heard that. I felt like you just talked to me in the spiritual realm. You said it's a delicate matter, because it's a delicate matter. It's something that makes you a little fragile, or makes you feel a little fragile, a little vulnerable. It's understandable. She has her arms crossed over her heart. It's very protective. It's very protective. From prying eyes. I heard from prying eyes. Okay. So there could be something that you're keeping private too, because you don't feel that people who are genuinely, you don't feel like people who are acting interested, or, you know, wanting you to spill the beans or whatever, you don't feel like they're genuinely caring and interested and can actually be helpful. They just want to know what the fuck's going on in there. Okay. What else? I create harmony. There's all these cards about that, about like peace, but I get that is I get a little pain behind that. I'm not gonna lie. I create harmony. Let me show you guys that. Oh, oh God. I'm hearing I have to say what I hear. I have to say everything. I'm hearing there's this old song by Eve. It's called Love is Blind. If I can recall, the video is very triggering, and it was about a not so good relationship. Not good at all. But that's the song that came up, and that's what it references. Okay. Now, what I will say also, Virgo, is like at the same time that you're going through this, there could also be something that you are creating simultaneously that's like being birthed through this silent pain. It could be a creative project, because I'm hearing like playing with balls of light. I just saw a vision of somebody like have those things around their, it's like when you come from the dentist or something, or the hospital, it's like a head guard, or where they put your jaw wrapped up. I don't know, but I just saw that. I converse with awareness. I converse with awareness. This is coming together very interestingly, Virgo. This feels like that conversing with awareness does not, it feels like, it almost feels like watching every little thing that you say. Like, I gotta watch what I say, because I don't want to say too much. I don't want to do this. I don't want to do that. Now, there's a new message. There's a little new message coming in for maybe a few of you of like, this could, again, no, that's not new. It goes with that creative message of something that you're working on creatively, that you're being very particular about what you're sharing about it. Okay, you don't want to let out too many details. You also don't want a lot of people. It's like this hummingbird that's in her ear could represent people that are coming in and out of like your ear, like telling you things. And it could be about someone. And it could be about that someone, like if you're trying to keep something private or something, it could be about that. I also feel like that hummingbird, the birdie in her ear too, I don't know. I feel like there could be a little element of control there. like someone in someone's ear, like telling them to say something a certain way or coaching them, or, you know, I don't know if that's like a good or bad thing, but I just get that vibe with that. And you do have I keep my own counsel out here, Virgo. Some of you, this is really asking you to have discernment about who's in your ear and what is being told to you, especially with cards like, again, I keep my own counsel and I converse with awareness. What else for Virgo? What other messages do you have for Virgo spirit? Now, I want y'all to keep in mind, like, all these messages, they might not be one linear thread of consciousness, one thought that just connects purely and straight. It might be fragments and different things that are meant to come out for you guys, or it might be a very linear thought that connects and consciously flows all the way through. I don't control that. You have the number 13 or 4. It says mugwort dreams. Mugwort, very powerful herb. Very powerful, I would say, like, dream working herb to work with. Okay, I'm not telling you to work with that. It's very powerful. Okay. It says rhythm, higher self, reality, and rest. Rhythm, reality, rest. There's 3 R's in there like that. Rhythm, reality, rest. Higher self. And there's that I again. There's that I. Oh my God, that I just like, oh boy. Okay, wait a minute. Virgo, I think that, I'm getting this very like strategic energy that's coming from you. Is very much like playing long game type of vibe. So whatever this energy is of, like, people think you don't know something, right? Or people have things to say about you, or whatever this is, or you got people in your ear telling you this. Did you hear that? Did you know that so and so is out there doing that and whatever? I think you know all those things already. I think you already know this I, the all-seeing eye, is you. I think you already know. You're already hip to it. And I think that you are secretly, okay, creating something. Secretly, like, getting ducks in a row or something. Secretly, like, having meetings and like conversations. Like, no, you are not ignorant, and you are not ignorant at all. Oh my God, even the way that this message just unfolded, Virgo, I feel like you were very your energy was very covert. Like, I got in there like, hold up, like, plot twist. Wow, that just blew me. That just like blew my mind in the best way. All right, we'll take these 2. Okay, you have we'll go with this one first since it came out. You have drawing down the moon with the number 29, which breaks down to 11, and that's a master number. You have divine feminine, source, channel, stillness. Okay, some of y'all have a spirit like on the other side, and it could be like a form of a hummingbird or something too. Some of you do something with your hands. There's too many hands on these cards to not, okay, have like healing hands or something like that. Yup. So if you guys have been alone a lot too, I think that you guys y'all are playing chess with something or someone. Like, I think people might think you're fooled, or the person might think you're fooled, or they might think you're just keeping the peace, or why are you not saying anything, or I don't know, like this, you know, somebody's playing the long game. Okay, your last card is the number 4. It says Earth Mother. Love that when I'm talking to an earth sign. It says psychic recharge, grounded healer, mentor, layers. Wow. So grounded healer here too, and there's a hand also on this card. So some of you could really be working with your hands or doing something with your hands here. Yeah. There's also, it says layers here. I feel like, and it says psychic recharge. So I think that you guys are, you are really in tune with your higher self. And I think that you're moving the way your higher self is guiding you to move, not the way other people would advise you or think that you should move. And I think that that's the best thing. Yeah. Because a situation is very layered. That's what I'm hearing. A situation is very layered. So it is very nuanced. It's a lot of different elements to it. You can't maybe just move how somebody thinks that you can move from the outside looking in, which is why you are keeping your own counsel. You're not worried about whatever all that outside noise, what everybody else is saying, because don't nobody know what's going on. They're on the outside looking in. They can say whatever they want. Okay, Virgo. I love that for you guys. That's what I have for y'all. Let me get out of your energy. You got me over here in a whole movie storyline. And I love it. Okay, Virgo. That's it for you guys. I pray those messages are helpful. All right, let's do Libra. Libra. Okay. Sorry, guys. All right, Libra. Let's see. Let's get your timestamp. I'm sorry, guys. If I'm looking all around, please bear with me. This is the first time that I'm back on, like, streaming straight from my webcam from OBS to YouTube. And it's just like, why can't they simplify it? But it's all good. We're not going to complain. Just bear with me. I wanted to test this out again because I really love doing it this way. It makes it easier for me to be able to update the names and stuff and do the timestamps later. And I just like it. I just like it. Okay, Libra, let's get into your vibes. I would say you could watch any of these, guys. You know that I truly believe, I mean, you know, we're all the signs. You have every sign somewhere in your chart, which means that a certain sign governs over a certain part of your life. So you can watch it for that part of your life if you know your chart. Libra. Okay. It says, I praise the goddess and the god. I feel like this is such a Libra card, like the dual, the balance. Okay. I praise the goddess and the god. Oh, Libra. Oh, okay. Oh, okay. You have been introduced to your shadow. How has it been accepting your shadow? Getting to know your shadow, the darker parts of yourself. The parts of yourself that are not so Libra-ish, right? All about like harmony and peace and balance and beautiful traits. They are beautiful traits by like, okay. But you have another side too, as we all do. And this is really referencing that. How's it been? That part of yourself that people try to demonize. You're realizing it's not a demon. It was never a demon. It's a part of you that you need, the part of you that allows you to enforce your boundaries, the part of you that allows you to say no to people, the part of you that allows you to not have to over-explain yourself. I don't know why I'm hearing Sally sells seashells down by the seashore. A beach. Seashell could be an omen for you guys, a good one. Down by the river, sat a hanky panky. I'm hearing these. That was like an old hand game that that we used to play. Down by the river, sat a hanky panky. Grandma said, "Joe, boo, stanky feet." Interesting. They could be taking me back to a time for you, Libra. That's it. They're taking me back to a time period for you guys. A time where, I don't know if you used to play hand games. I don't know. But if you did, what age were you? Okay, what age were you? I'm also seeing my angel number 1222. So what age were you? Because that's when it happened. That's when something happened, something significant. I heard that changed you forever. I'm hearing I am kind. At the same time, I'm hearing I ain't a killer, but don't push me. Okay, Tupac. Your fellow sister sign, Gemini. Okay, I am kind, but yeah, she has a fucking serpent, a snake wrapped around her hand, but don't push me. She also has fire on the tip of her middle finger shooting up. I don't know if y'all can see that flame. Oh yeah, baby, this is connecting to your shadow. You are totally understanding that your shadow was never something to be feared. Your shadow was a part of you all along. This is something that you need. For Libra. I am open to love in various forms. I am open to love in various forms. Some of you, that could be a message about sexuality. I do have to say that. I'm getting that. And the shadow could be someone's acceptance of their own or another's. Okay, and you know what? Remember I said they were taking me back to a time period for y'all, which is why I was hearing those hand games from childhood. You know, some of you are healing something like a family wound that you've carried for a long time. A wound within your family could be many things. And this is going to open you up to new communities. This is going to open you up to connect with people who are outside of that family unit, that look different. They don't look like how you may have expected, right? I am open to love in various forms, and all the flowers that this person is clutching at their chest, they are all different sizes, different colors, different petals. It's like wherever you're going, whatever you're attracting, whether it's a tribe, a place, I don't know, it's accepting of your shadow. It's accepting of those parts of yourself. But you're more accepting too. It's because you're more accepting of yourself. Look at you. You're holding the snake in your hand. You got the fire in your hand now. You're not afraid of your shadow. You've integrated. You're integrating your shadow. You're allowing it to come through more. Meaning doing all those things I was saying at the beginning. You're saying no more. You're not explaining yourself. You're saying no, and you're understanding it's a complete sentence. You're pulling back without explanation, without having a reason, just following your intuition. I'm hearing my song. I don't want to wait for our lives to be over. I don't want to wait to start living. That's what I'm hearing. I don't want to wait to start living. I am accepting I am accepting. You accept yourself. All of you. Every part of yourself. I am accepting. And there's a certain level, I feel like, of surrender that's happening here too, Libra. And like, it looks like she's just floating in water. Oh my God. Didn't I just say something about the beach for y'all earlier? Wasn't it that? Yeah, because of the hand game. Down by the river said a hanky. So it might not be a beach. It literally says river in that song. So, but some of you might be going to a body of water. If you get to a natural body of water, excuse me, I mean, and you can swim and you're not afraid of the water, get in the water. Float in the water. Float in the water. We're literally in Cancer season 2. Okay. Why is that upside down? What else for Libra? Also see a mountain in the background of a body of water, like a lake or something. Okay, Libra, you have the number 22, drawing down the sun, wildfire, divine masculine, magnificent, and witness. Wow. Wildfire. I'm kind of getting that as your shadow. But it's like the light being shown on your shadow. Because this is the sun card, drawing down the sun, the truth of who you are. I don't know, for some of you, there could be a lot of people who witness this, like who witness the truth of who you are, who witness like this, I don't know, newly integrated shadow. Again, like that's what I mean, is connecting to that I am open to love in various form card. And it's actually adored, like it is magnificent to these energies. It's contagious. Let's get your last card, Libra. You have mantra medicine with the number 17 or 8. Mantra medicine, command, song, incantation, and containment. I'm hearing ball of light, and I'm seeing this like womanly figure hold this ball of light. That could be referencing a feminine energy in your life, who you feel like holds space for that part of you, those parts that we just spoke about. Or again, like that, oh, I'm hearing this little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. Or that light is really drawing in the right people, the right crowds. But it's only coming through you being accepting of those darker parts of yourself that are not bad. You have to believe that they are not bad. Okay. All right, that's what I have for you, Libra. That is what I have for you guys. I feel like everybody's is bringing like a different vibe. I really like it. Okay. All right, let me get Scorpio's name on the screen. And then when I get to, where am I? After Sag, I'll just need to take a quick break just so I can ground. Refill my lemon water. Okay. Scorpio, let's get your timestamp. Alrighty. Alright, Scorps. Scorpio. Okay, you got 2 cards. Let's see. I saw this one. So let's see. It says, I affirm that all life is sacred. I affirm that all life is sacred. That's a beautiful card. That deep purple. So purple could be like a really, I don't know, powerful color for you guys. Some of you, it's your favorite color. I heard that. Okay. Okay. I'm hearing, you remind me of a girl that I want to. Let's see this other one that came out. It says, I achieve with integrity. I achieve with integrity. I'm hearing something like, if it ain't that, I don't want it. If it ain't that, I don't want it. So there's something about standards here. Literally, it says, I achieve with integrity. I affirm that all life is sacred. There's a certain, like, I don't know, respect or something, respect factor here. Having high standards in something. Yeah. Not being like discriminatory or not like leaving someone out, or like it's like very inclusive, including everyone. And even on this card, like this one says, I affirm that all life is sacred. But the other card kind of has that, has people of all different colors, blue, red, green, beige, yellow. But this one says, I achieve with integrity. Could be you that is bringing a lot of different people together, Scorpio. A lot of different people together. I'm hearing like a circle or something. Like some of y'all could be getting like a group. Yeah. Could be like a, I don't know why I'm hearing that specifically, like prayer circle or like I'm just seeing like a group in a circle. That could be any type of group. Some of y'all that might be outside, if that's like a literal thing, in the daytime under the sun. How's for Scorpio? Oh, I'll take that first one. That was like 5 cards, Scorpio. I'll take the first one that came out though. It says, I honor virtue. I honor virtue. And there's 4 pillars behind her. So number 4 could be significant for you guys. I honor virtue. Okay. So again, I achieve with integrity. I honor virtue. Oh, okay. I heard many are called, few are chosen. Please, I think that's the quote. If I'm wrong, y'all, please drop the correct quote. Many are called, few are chosen. Okay. So you could be around a lot of people, Scorpio. You could be dealing with a lot of people. You might even be feeling people out, seeing like who you can work with, because I get that vibe heavily as well. There's going to be one. There will be one that you truly vibe with, or that you feel is able to like rock out with you. to be on a mission with you, and it's because they hold the same level of integrity that you do. The level of standard is there. I'm hearing it's the principle. It's the principle. It has nothing to do with how they look. You're purple, this person's green. Like, it has nothing to do with that. That could be a change, though, for you. That could be a change. And if you're not considering that, Spirit could be telling you to consider that. Consider maybe not just looking on the surface of things, not just how something or someone looks. What are their values, their virtues? How do they live their life? Even if this is a relationship, maybe you're choosing from a dating pool. Okay, how do they live their life? Not what they look like on the outside, not what it looks like on the outside. If there are many offers, this could be speaking about many offers. There's only one. There's only one that actually is aligned. That makes sense. I'm hearing everything else is just supportive energy. Everyone else are just supporting characters. And that could be. Like, it could be that you and someone else are like in the forefront of something. You could also feel like you could have a realization that you didn't need as much as you thought you needed to get something going or move something forward. And that could be in reference to a team. Okay. I am accepting. I am accepting. If you wanna be my lover, gotta get with my friend. I am accepting. I'm hearing an Afrobeat song, and those, okay, and that was a foreign band too. You guys could be working with someone or dealing with someone, whatever this is talking about, that is foreign. Remember, people of all different walks of life. So whatever you're coming into or whatever you're forging or merging right here, I feel like the energy is foreign. It is different. It maybe does not look like you or come from the same place as you or have the same background as you. Like, it is different. And I think that's just very important to stress, because I'm seeing 1111 here on my screen. I think that's important to stress is if you're looking for like a, I don't know, determining factor in something, or like, just know, like, it's not something that maybe you're used to seeing or working with or dealing with. Okay, take those. You have the number 5 with gnomes. Humanity, friendship, hard work, little visions. I cannot. Some of you, this could be speaking about like a roommate or moving in with someone, living with someone. It's going to be one. Again, it's just pointing that out. Okay. And for some of you, it might be like there is, for some of you, you could have very short-lived, small contracts, whether that's literal or energetic, with people along the way. So not everybody is meant to be a fixture in your life moving forward, or whatever your plan is or your goals. Not everybody is meant to be there for the long term. Some people are going to help a little bit in little areas, different phases, but I do think there's like one person that you're locking in with. Okay, you have the number 13 or 4 with mugwort dreams, rhythm, higher self, reality, and rest. I do feel like you are like finding a flow in something too. Something feels easier. I love that we're ending with this. You have the number 11. okay, which is a master number, and it's like 2, right? Okay, it says songbirds, hexbreaker, sound healing, final goodbye, and release. Final goodbye and release. Wow, that's crazy that this message just came through at the very end of your reading. I don't know why, but I feel like that is symbolic. Some of you, that person I was talking about, that you already locked in with them, you're going to be departing. You're going to be leaving. The partnership is going to be separating. There were things accomplished in it. And so everything that I would have just described would have been something that you maybe experienced. And that would be because possibly you found your own flow. You've found your rhythm with your higher self. And remember what I just said? Like, some people are not meant to be permanent fixtures. So yeah, some of you have already like lived through that. Yep, some of you have lived through that, and this will be like a final release. And I mean, one of the big release points that we have coming up is the Capricorn full moon on July 10th. So I don't know if that date would be significant for you, Scorpio, but note it. Okay. Wow. And whatever, if it is a departure between you and another person, a partnership dissolving in some kind of way, it could involve like a building, a property, a home, or something between the two of you that was shared, a physical thing that was shared. I don't think that there's bad blood here. The cards don't indicate that. I am accepting. I affirm that all life is sacred. I feel like this would be something you processed already, Scorpio. Okay. All right. That's what I have for you, Scorps. I appreciate you guys. I pray those messages find you well or helpful, healing. Let's get those in there. Okay, let me go ahead and get Sagittarius on the screen. Let me get their name on here. All right, Sag. Okay. Sagittarius. Let's go. I'm hearing that old, I believe that's Faith Evans. I love you, I need you, you're the one that I live on. Okay. God, that is like very random. Okay. You have I relate and peace, Sag. I relate and peace. I heard I don't want no drama. I don't want no drama. A truce. I'm seeing this. So, obviously there's a surrender or something here. There is something of like, I don't want any problems. I don't have time for the drama. I'm hearing that. I'm hearing, no more drama in my life. Music for some of you guys is very soothing, like it's very healing. It makes you guys feel at peace, or like say for instance there is a situation that can be very triggering for you that tends to sometimes, you know, like pull out anger, frustration or something. Music could be something that really calms you guys down. I know that sounds like generic, but there are people who like music like does nothing for them, you know. Like, to my surprise, you know. I can't even imagine, but it says I create harmony. I create harmony. And you just had I relate in peace. I create harmony. I feel like y'all been in the shadows trying to stay out the way. Oh, I heard that. I heard if I stay here, they won't notice me. If I stay here, they won't notice me. So I feel like some of you, whether unconsciously or purposely, have been trying not to draw any attention to you. And now they're bringing back that, excuse me, I'm tripping over my words now. Now they're bringing back this song, No More Drama in My Life. So some of you retreated, hibernated, went into darkness, or, you know, into isolation after a very or during a very tumultuous period in your life, because that was the only way that you knew how to cope. That was just like what you had to do. Okay. I feel like you're coming out of that, or you're out of that, or you know that you're supposed to. Like, you're supposed to be coming out of that energy. You're supposed to be healing that. Yo. I follow my inner guidance. Not me being a Sag and she having finger waves like me. I can't. Oh my God. I follow my inner guidance. That is just beautiful. I hear you, Spirit. I follow my inner guidance. Yeah, like, okay. Oh, this is deep. Yeah. Y'all went to the shadows. Y'all went to the ends of the earth for someone. And it really crushed you. But what it also did for you was send you into a very powerful dark night of the soul that a lot of you are finally coming out of. As I see, like, on both of these cards, there's imagery of the women kind of looking up, and there's a speck of light, like you see light in a room full of darkness. I'm hearing welcome back, welcome back, welcome back. You know, people have been waiting for you, Sag. That's what I'm hearing. People have been waiting for you. I heard you were looking for me. I hear that. People have been waiting for you. And even if it's not, so here's what I want to say, right? It don't have to be that y'all were physically, for a portion of the time, I do think it was very literal that you were physically isolated. However, I feel like for a lot of you, you're coming back into yourself. Think Get Out. Think when you become a shell of yourself after going through something traumatizing or depressing. You know, that spark in your personality. A lot of you may have retreated to your rising sign. I always say that, like, your rising sign can be like your protector, your, you know, mask in the world. I think this light is you guys coming back into your sun sign, the Sag. You guys have a lot of wisdom to share. And that's why I keep hearing that, like, I heard you were looking for me, and I hear people have been waiting for you, because you've done a lot of soul work. I follow my own inner guidance. And so when you guys come back out, as you guys are re-emerging in all these different ways, y'all are much stronger. You are more individualistic, which is literally a characteristic of Sag, but that could have been something, again, that was lost or muddled in the traumatic experience you went through. So now you're coming back out and you're standing out. You're standing out because you were one of the ones who really went within, went inside. I'm hearing while everybody else was outside, so you could feel like that. But you were one of the ones who went within, did the work. And when you come back out, it's going to show, or it's showing, because you stand out. You're not looking like everybody else. You're not sounding like everybody else. That's not to compare you. That's just what it is. What else for Sag? I hold purity in high esteem. Absolutely. I love that. And she's kind of standing on a pedestal. Oh my God. Remember I said in these cards, I was seeing that similar imagery of someone looking up into that light. Sag, that was you looking up. It was almost like, oh, ground this message. Ground it. It was almost like that was the light that you felt like you fell from. Like, how do I get back up there? Like, how do I climb out of here and get back up to the light? I'm hearing to the light you return. This is you in the light. Every other card, I'm about to cry. Like, this is, every other card is you in the dark. Every other card is black. Every other card is dark. This is the only card that's white in the background. Not that dark is bad. I don't want to say that, right? But it's the only card. It's light. It's white. It's illuminated. She's standing on the pedestal. She's fucking made it back to the light. Go to the light, Caroline. Okay? And even in this card, oh my God, just the succession of this card. Like, these cards, look at the progression of it, Sag, right? You have this one, which is like completely in dark. I relate in peace. Then you got a little light coming through. This was you doing that shadow work, that deep shadow work, casting those runes. You know, whatever that spiritual work is, it's very sacred. It can be very intimate and private. That's cool. That's you. That was completely dark. Then look at this little light coming in. You see that little purple ball up there? Maybe the crown, your crown getting illuminated, you opening that third eye again, seeing things from that higher perspective, integrating with your higher self. Look at that. And then boom, this is what I was seeing. I didn't even look at the black and white right there, even though we know there's a lot of symbolism around that, but it's like the light was starting to come in a lot more. The light was starting to come in a lot more. Look at it up there. Until you figured out how to climb back up. And so a lot of you are feeling like you're coming back into a place that has always been yours. So a lot of these people that are, whatever I'm hearing, I don't know where I'm hearing that from, of we've been waiting for you, or where have you been? There's been, for some of you, there's been some destiny swapping. And a lot of you have come to claim your rightful place, and it's not through proving or anything. It's just you. Like, literally, it's just you. When I say you, when you come out, you're going to be an individual, and it's going to show. It's just you. All right, let me get your last two cards. You have the number 2, ancient amulets. You have fortune, protection, skills, possessions. Ooh, I love it. I heard birthright. So you guys are coming back into a contract that you agreed to before you ever even incarnated. It was you who forgot who you were, and that's okay. We go through these paths. We're never behind. What is for us can never be taken, and that's what this is saying. Okay? What's truly for you, you can never miss. It can never pass you by. I love that. Okay, last card from my Saggies. Sylphs, which is like I've learned is it's represented, it's air. It's air. It's an air spirit. It's like literally the spirit of air, I believe. And if you have any more information on sylphs that you want to share, please drop that wisdom. All right, you have the number 14 here, or the number 5. It says peace, agent of change, impact, importance. Listen, what did I just say? You're coming back into your rightful position, and you don't have to bogart anybody. The throne, whatever this is that you're stepping into, your throne, right? It's already been prepared for you. This is not, so what I mean by that, right? Putting that in lamest earthly terms, you don't have to compete. You don't have to do any of that. You just have to come with this integrated self, this renewed wisdom, this wisdom that you learn through your dark night of the soul, and just let that emanate. You don't have to be perfect. Okay? And as I'm wrapping up, I'm hearing again, I heard you were looking for me. Okay. All right, that's what I have for you, Sag. I'm gonna take a quick break real quick and fill up my water, and yeah, let me go see what my son is doing too. It's summertime, so school's out. All right, y'all, give me a few, and then I'll be coming back to go through Capricorn through Gemini. All right, thank you guys for your patience. I appreciate you. All right, guys, thank you so much for your patience. I really appreciate that. I have to make it a habit to make sure I take those grounding breaks. Okay, because I am super sensitive and it can get a little overwhelming. So I appreciate that. All right, let's go to Capricorn. Lego. Lego. If you guys want to book personal readings, the information is scrolling on the screen, guys. So make sure you take the time to read it through. All right, Capricornus. Let's get your timestamp. 29:55. Okay, Cappy. Talk to me. Let's see what's coming through for you guys. I see the Two of Cups. Although I'm not doing tarot, I see the Two of Cups in my mind's eye. Okay. Capricorn. I am open to love in various forms. Not just one. Okay. Clearly. But some that needed to be emphasized. I heard not just one. Some of you, that could be about some type of unconventionality in love or relationships. Something unorthodox. Okay. I'm hearing breaking the mold, breaking out the box. I'm hearing that song, I'm gonna love you better. That was like an old LL Cool J song. Okay. You have I converse with awareness. So I am open to love in various forms. I converse with awareness. I act respectfully of others. I'm hearing I just want to be loved. I just want to be accepted. Some of you could feel that way, like you haven't quite found your tribe, your people, your family, your soul family, soul tribe. Different, what? Different tribe, different vibe. There's a saying that's trying to come through, but I can't quite catch it. I'm hearing acceptance. Different strokes for different folks. Okay. What else? Thank you. I honor animals with reverence. I honor animals with reverence. Y'all can see that. And some of you could feel quite connected, maybe like to a pet or something, because of this like lack of belonging that you might feel. Okay. Or some of you are like merging or becoming a part of groups that hold a lot of different people. I think about Pluto having been in your sign for a long time, and now being an Aquarius, and like how much of an adjustment that might be for you, right? Because now Pluto being in the sign of like humanity and like the weird one, right? Because Aquarius is associated with Uranus, so it's different, it's quirky, it stands out, it's individualistic. And I feel like some of y'all might be grappling with that. Like, I feel like some of you might be starting to grapple like with your own individuality. Like, become more accepting of that. One thing I notice is like when the planets, you like, you don't really get that mastery, I think, of that planet until after it leaves a certain house. Like when Saturn was in my 5th, I couldn't really quite grasp it. But now that it's out, I'm like, oh my God, the wisdom that is left behind. Especially with planets like that, those slower moving ones. And so I feel like that's not coming up for no reason, Capricorn. So I feel like that Pluto transit for you guys, and Pluto being out of your sign, there's like almost like this unfamiliarity, something you got to get used to, because it was in your sign for like what, 15 years, or how long was it? It was a long time. It was a long time. um wow. So I really feel like what this is saying, Capricorn, is there's a lot of restrictions that are trying to lift for you, that I don't know if you are open to it. Some of you might be open to it. There's different levels of openness. That's what I'm getting for this. Like, some of you might be completely closed off to it because it's different. You've been used to maybe that heaviness or restriction energy, or things feeling hard. Some of you are more open to it. Some of you done cracked all the way open, you know. So it's different levels. That's what it feels like. But it feels like really getting comfortable with things feeling lighter, things feeling easier. Connecting more with different people, you know. Pluto in Aquarius is literally that. I like this. Like, the more, and you know, Capricorn, I think that's representative of how you might be feeling. Like, I was easing into this reading, and then like the more I get it, like the more a natural smile is just like filling my face. And I feel like, Capricorn, that could be very symbolic for you, that the more you let yourself just kind of ease and flow, like you'll laugh more, you will feel more light, you'll cry more, like beautiful tears. Like, it feels very cheesy. Like, I'm not gonna lie, it feels very cheesy and lovely. Let me see what else. You have the number 21 or 3. It says baraka, power, strength, force, expansion. Yeah. Delicate, though. I heard delicate after that. So again, I feel like you're learning to expand a different way. I feel like you still, like, this still reigns true: power, strength, force, but all of that can also be soft. Like, you can be powerful and be soft, powerful and be vulnerable. Like, I think you're realizing that. I also think it's symbolic that the fist is clenched in here. And it's reminding me of a video that I saw not too long ago, Capricorn, of, damn, I cannot, if I find it, I'll post it and specifically like call you guys out for it. But it was a video of somebody talking about like how their grandmother had told them this thing, that when you have your fists clenched, yeah, nothing can go out, but like you know, you can't, people can't take from you, but people can't give to you either. Okay, people can't put it in your hand either. And look at the card that came out in the previous oracle deck, the first one. Those hands are open. They are ready to receive. They reaching for it. Okay, so Capricorn, there is a softening that is happening for you guys that I feel like you're getting comfortable with. And the universe wants you to just kind of sink into it a little bit more. Last card for Capricorn today is the number. Listen, you have master number 33. Oh my gosh. You have master number 33. And then you have opening circle. There's another card in this deck that says closing circle, but your circle's opening. And look, the circle with the hands. The circle right here. I converse with awareness, her speaking out, calling in. So there's been some things that maybe you've been speaking in private, affirmations, whatever, but it's calling in the circle that you want. It's calling in the right individuals and the right people. And under this opening circle, it says protection, ritual, lessons, simplicity. I'm hearing sweet life. Capricorn, I just gave the analogy of the person that I saw of the video of them explaining the advice their grandmother gave them, right? About the hand being closed and how nothing can go out, but nobody can put anything in your hand either. Why did I just notice? This was that card with the clenched fist. Look at your last card. Tell me what you see. The hand is open. You're ready to receive. So I feel like, especially with that card being the number 33, that is a master number. Okay, so it feels like you are either coming from something where you've mastered how to be strong and hold it all in and have this or that. Hey, Nikki, how you doing today? It feels like you've mastered that. And now you're opening up. And that is a little bit harder for you, maybe. But I feel like the universe is softening you, and the more that you allow yourself to be in it, like I feel like it's gonna be a beautiful experience, Capricorn, that you might not anticipate. All right, so that's what I have for you guys. That was a beautiful message, Capricorn. I really felt those like vibes in there of just like someone enjoying themselves over time, like unexpectedly. That was cool. Okay, let's change the heading for Aquarius. Okay. Okay, Aquarius. Here we go. Let's see. Says I keep that is crazy. It says I keep the waters pure, and it's a little bit of nudity on the card, so I'm kind of hold it back a little bit, but just so y'all can see the silhouette. Now it says I keep the waters pure. Why that is trippy to me is because a lot of people confuse Aquarius with a water sign, because it is, Aquarius translates to the water bearer, but if you see it, it's like either a person holding like a vase or something. I'll just call it that because I don't have the word for it, with water in it. So it's contained water, it's kind of in there. Or it's like they're pouring water into a bigger body of water. And now that I think about it, I keep the waters pure. This literally feels like an Aquarian card. Because although she doesn't have the container holding the water, she's pouring water. Water is sifting through her fingers back into the water. It's like purifying the collective, because Aquarius represents that. Whoa. So we just going that deep already, Aquarius. Okay. All right. Okay. I keep the, wow. I heard there's something about you. Oh my God. And you're very bold. There's this enticing energy like that's coming off of you. And people need it even if they don't act like it. Okay. I like that, Aquarius. Okay. People need it even if they don't act like it. And she would be blue, right? Her skin is all blue. It's just so different, like Aquarius. I love that. I keep the waters pure. That just keeps ringing. I'm hearing it's time to clean up. And I'm actually hearing that in a kiddie song that I used to play for the students I used to teach music to. I used to play this little cleanup song that was like, I'm hearing that. Random. But you have I keep the waters pure. Okay. Okay, let's go back to that message real quick. T said, not me missing the beginning of Aqua reading to shop. Back water coming into the basement. Oh my gosh. Lord, I hope that works out. Not water damage. And that is so crazy though. Listen, in the beginning, the Aquarius reading, I'm literally talking about the meaning of Aquarius and it being the water bearer. And why is this the card for it? So when you come back and see it, T, but handle your business. I hope that it gets handled and that it's not so much damage. Because I know how water damage can be. Yikes. Wow, but we needed that message. Thank you, T. That was a good confirmation for this. Okay, this says I benefit with gratitude. Thank you. As I read this card, that also reminded me of what I was gonna say. Okay, all right. So it's not anything that's out of the ordinary then, T. Okay, good. We love to hear that for you. Okay, I keep the waters pure, and I heard that pity song or something like that. There could be a message too about you always having to manage emotions or manage other people's emotions. And also, that's funny that T put that in there, and I was hearing that cleanup song when he put that in the chat there. So that's funny. Okay, but yeah, that could be a message about having to or always feeling like you have had to manage the emotions of everyone else. For some of you, maybe the collective or collective around you. All right, this other card says I benefit with gratitude. I benefit with gratitude. And you could feel like you benefit with gratitude because you've had to work hard for a lot. Or I'm kind of getting somebody who's saying nobody has given me anything. And not in a tantrum pouty way, but just I've worked very hard for what I have. I'm also hearing at the same time all while doing for others. Little oasis. So some of you could feel like you live off in a little oasis of your own, and you just kind of come back every now and then to engage, to purify the waters, to keep the waters pure, to put your 2 cents in. It's I don't know, your energy is a balance of something. I'm hearing we need your input. Yeah. So some of you have given up those roles. Remember I said you might have felt like you were have to control people. Be in, managing people's emotions and things like that. Some of you have gotten away from that. That's your little oasis. And you just come back and you deal with whatever this is every now and then. And your little oasis means a lot to you because you've worked hard for it, and it's not just, if it's a physical place, it's not just a physical place. It's not what that just means to you. Okay. I give blessings. I love that. I give blessings. Butterflies. Yeah. And that's what I was saying. We need your input. You pouring into the water. And it's crazy because on the bottom of the deck, right, you see the butterflies in this one of I give blessings. On the card that I'm looking at the bottom of the deck says, I offer words of good intent. And it's those, it's not butterflies, but it's birds flying off in the background. And it's still the triangle, but it's upside down. I feel like that's you off in the distance, in the oasis. And it's something about your input, something about your words, your opinions. They hold weight. They're impactful. They balance out a situation or neutralize something. It's needed. It's necessary. Even when people don't think so. Okay. Let me get one more since I just kind of pulled that one because I saw it. Yep. I speak with good intent. That was just confirmation on what I just said. I speak with good intent. You can listen or not. That's what I heard. You can listen or not. Mirror magic. I was just about to say because I'm hearing somebody say because I've done the work. Some of you are wondering whether like you advising someone is the right thing to do, or if you're telling them the right thing. You are. You might be like telling somebody else how they can create their own little oasis too, which in the mundane sense could be like putting somebody on. Hey, this is how you do this. Hey, apply for this. Hey, do this. Da, da, da. Okay. What else for Aquarius? You have the number 24 or 6. It says Voodoo roots, respect, survival, liberation, and freedom. Do you understand that those are all words that, especially liberation and freedom, that describe Aquarius? And then on the card, let me show you, and let me hold it back some because it's been weird making a glare on the card. And it's a little, okay, you can see that. All right. I think that you guys represent something for a lot of people. Now, whether that's people close to you, whether it is a collective again, or, you know, some aspect of like society or something, you guys represent freedom. You guys represent liberation. You guys represent, oh, okay, I wasn't going to say that, but they just put that in my mouth, getting something out the mud. Like, and not in a struggle sense. Like, you don't represent struggle. You represent like perseverance. And I don't mean like the strong one, like you always got to be looked at as like the strong one, but it's like you have tackled something with grace, or you've come out on the other side of something with grace, and it's noticed even when it's not acknowledged or spoken on. There is also a freedom to you. That's what I was saying when I was looking at that card. That first one, I said, ooh, there's something enticing. It almost gave me like a feeling of like, it was disconcerting. It was like, ooh, I almost got so uncomfortable that I felt like I was feeling someone else's energy who could feel that way about you, or like when you come around that has nothing to do with you, but they could feel very like it could be off-putting because of how free and comfortable you are in your freedom and in your liberation. It's that deep. Like, it makes somebody else shift in their skin, like, oh God, like, why are they so comfortable doing that? Like, but that's not your problem. You know what I'm saying? That's why I feel like you have your own oasis, because you're aware of that. All right, last card for Aquarius. Okay. You have the number 31 or 4. It says Florida water. So Florida could obviously be significant in some way, shape, or form. It says natural form. And this is just who you are. That's the thing. See, that's it. That's a major key. They stopped me there. I have chills on my back. That's a major thing, Aquarius. It's just who you are. It's no front. It's not you trying to put on. It's not any of that. Even if people try to make it that, and that could be the thing, that people get so uncomfortable with your presence or your power, your comfort, and your freedom that they project. They project their discomfort back onto you. Like, it's you that's making me uncomfortable. It's because it's their own discomfort with their lack of freedom. Okay. This says natural form, enchanted potion, red roses, and cleansing. Get a bouquet of red roses if you like roses. Okay. But also enchanted potion brings me back to I keep the waters pure. Oh, I'm hearing Biggie, 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 can't you see? Sometimes your words just hypnotize me. And we've been talking a lot about your words. It is something about what you're doing, Aquarius, about what you're speaking, just your presence alone. It is impactful. It is powerful. Don't let people project on you. Keep going. Don't dim it. Don't tone it down. It's not too much. It's just making the wrong people uncomfortable. Like, you know, it'll find its place, whatever this is. If it's just you and your aura and you're different and you've evolved, you'll find your place. It'll land, but don't change. Keep evolving, doing your own thing, you know, your shadow work, whatever that is, but don't dim, don't shrink, because you feel people's discomfort. Don't let their projection land, okay? So I feel like that's what this is saying for you, Aquarius, right now. All right, so I appreciate y'all. I pray those messages find you well. I pray they're helpful, Aquarius. Healing. All right, I'll have everything timestamped at the end so y'all can come back and watch the full one. If you want to book a extended reading, all the information scrolling along the screen at the bottom. All right, and I'll put it in the description and a pinned comment later. Okay, let's get Pisces up here. All right, Pisceans. Let's see. 1, 6, 30. All right. So we got Pisces, and then Aries, Taurus, Gemini. Started with Cancer. Okay, Pisceans, let's see. All right, Pisces, it says, I praise the goddess and the god. Excuse me, I praise the goddess and the god. Sorry, there was a lot of like notifications coming up on my phone. I'm hearing, do you see me? Ghost. Yeah. So somebody could feel like invisible. Whether that's you or another person, like you feel invisible to another person, or another person feels invisible to you. I may be younger, but I'll look after you. I'm hearing, oh my gosh, what is that? I think that's Frank Ocean, Nikes. Nike from the Blonde album, he says, I may be younger, but I'll look after you. And I'm not him, but I mean something to you. I'm not him, but I mean something to you. Okay. So somebody could feel invisible. I think that is speaking about like a third party situation in that song. It doesn't have to be this specifically. But there is like something about invisibility or not being seen, not being valued, or being like looked right past. Ooh. Okay. I embrace the all. I embrace the all. Okay. I feel like somebody's accepting the truth of something too, and it could have something to do with what I just said about not being seen or feeling invisible or being looked past, being looked over. Okay, it's like accepting the truth of something, really seeing it for what it is. I see somebody really like replaying that too. Like replaying times, or maybe they ignored or turned a blind eye to something, or didn't want to see or admit that that was what something was, possibly. Yeah, you have I keep the waters pure. Aquarius just got that. Take the load off. Take the load off. So somebody feels like they have been used as like an emotional punching bag, or like, you know, like somebody takes out their things on this person, whether that's you or whatever. Like somebody feels like say for instance, this is a third party situation. Like somebody feels like, okay, well, when you're upset there, then you come here and unload this energy on me, or then I have to like clean up that energy or make you feel better, right? So just, it doesn't have to be that specifically, but that's a dynamic that I get, is what I'm explaining. That someone feels like an emotional, like dumping, you know, ground or something. And I'm hearing lack of respect. Someone feels a lack of respect. Like they are being like walked over, or like a doormat. And, you know, that could be because whoever is feeling that, is because their worth is somehow, some way, even if just a little bit, tied into like making people feel better. When that person doesn't feel 100% themselves, they don't feel good, but they want other people to feel better. So it's very self-sacrificing to a detriment. Because that's the type of thing that builds resentment within someone. Okay, and it says, I spread joy. As I said, that it was very self-sacrificing. I feel like this is a position of somebody who is like sacrificing. It's very surrendering. I feel like it's a very pure intent of wanting to be loved, you know, wanting to really make someone feel better, make, you know, up someone's spirit. But it could be to the point, like I said, of detriment, of over giving when you're empty, over giving when like you have no more to give. I heard, and still you find a way. You know, so I feel like there's a realization that's coming over Pisceans about this. I just felt it in my whole body. So it could happen for you that way too, where you just, it didn't feel bad. It felt like surrender. It felt like I just let out a whole lot. It felt like an exhale. Sorry if that was loud on the mic. Yeah, it felt like a big surrender, a big exhale. And with that is acceptance of like, wow, like this is actually what the situation is. Like, wow, they actually do like view me like this, or I don't know. I heard it all starts there. It all starts there, Pisceans. With that. You know how they say the first part is admitting, right? Okay, so you have the number 26 or 8. It says Burning Man, collective power, supreme prayer, 3 of Cups, celebration. That's kind of specific. I feel like there could be an event or something for you guys that like is the catalyst for this. This is where, yeah, literally this is the same image. This is a whole different deck. You can see it in the cards, I mean, clearly. But you can see like they're both like this, like spreading, like it's very sacrificial. Look at that. Burning Man is a sacrifice. Burning Man, if you don't know, is a ritual. It's like in a festival, I think. I don't know if it was before then is what I'm saying, but I know for a fact that it's a festival called Burning Man, and the whole thing is a big ritual, but one of the big rituals is that they burn an effigy of a man, not a real man, it's like a straw man or a wicker man or something like that, and it's supposed to be representative of the end of the festival, but also the beginning of a new cycle. Okay, so there could be something here for you guys that where there are, I don't know, it's like, oh, it's like multiple people around. Okay, it's like it's an event, or it's a celebration, or it's not just you and another person. It's multiple people around. And there's this energy here of like, it's where something could finally click. They could do that thing again where you feel like they're looking past you. They're not seeing you. They're looking in, I don't know. It could be that they're communicating with other people or something. That could seem very trivial and specific, but that is the catalyst. It is when you recognize something. We just passed the 26th of June. Could have happened then for some of you. For some of you, it might happen on the 26th of July, but it does not have to just be restricted to that date. Okay, last two cards. You have the number 13 or 4 with mugwort dreams. It says rhythm, higher self, reality, and rest. Mugwort dreams, very powerful, right? So something could also come through your dream state, Pisces, about this. Okay, a realization. And I'm also seeing in the word rest, reset. If it does come from a dream, I feel like you'll wake up feeling differently. It'll hit you in that way. So I feel like for some of you, it might come through a dream. For some of you, it might come through that event I was speaking of. Your last card is a number 27 or 9, my favorite number. Pyrokinesis, debate, rage, revolution, attention. That's it. And that's another fire card, just like the Burning Man card, and 26, 27. Literally right after the other, the 26 and 27. So now I'm kind of keen on those dates for a lot of you now, since that happened. Okay, or those dates could be significant. It could even be birth dates, 26, 27. Okay, yeah. But this is, if this thing is meant to be, right? Like, say if this is a relationship, whatever this is, if it's meant to be, then whatever this catalyst is will actually bring it into balance. It might bring a little disagreement or whatever, right? I mean, you know, we live a human life. Everything is not peaches and cream and light and love. It's all love, but it ain't all light, right? But whatever it is meant to bring it into balance. So the catalyst, it's a catalyst, right? But it will bring it into balance. You see the yin and the yang. Okay. And once you realize this, so like what I mean by catalyst is like you in a moment of realization, seeing it for what it is. Like, oh my God, they don't see me. Oh my God, they don't respect me. Oh my God, right? And that does something to you internally that shifts. And we know, so within, so without. You genuinely shift within. The outside has no choice. It's law. Okay, so that's what I have for you, Pisceans. I'll go ahead and stop it there. I appreciate you guys. Pisceans, if you want to book an extended reading, I got the summer offers scrolling at the bottom of the screen, and I'll put it in the description, a pinned comment at the end. All right, let's get to Aries. All right, Aries. I'm hearing black and blue. Sorry, I was like sipping on the good lemon water, but I'm hearing black and blue, Aries. Which can just be, you know, simply black and blue, but also a lot of times the phrase black and blue refers to bruising. So, you know, just as a caution, be careful, right? Don't hurt yourself. Take it easy. Saturn in your sign. Okay. Aries. Okay, I love it. You have I regard all altars with respect. Oh, snap. Look at Aquarius making a little appearance on your card. The water bearer, after I just gave them a whole lecture on on the water bearer. Oh, that's so cool. Okay. I regard all altars with respect. Some of you guys could be visiting like a monolith or some type of like site. I'm just looking at these large pillars on the card and it's just giving me another place, another time. So y'all could be traveling or something like that. I'm hearing with child. Okay, with child. This woman here does look pregnant. Her stomach does look like that. But you don't have to necessarily be pregnant. You could be traveling with a child too, or going to see a child. Going to a place of your childhood, from your childhood, excuse me. Place you used to visit, place you grew up, hometown. Now I'm hearing that Adele song, Hometown Glory. Oh, my hometown. Okay, I have here, I am peaceful. I am peaceful with an hourglass. With that, I heard Saturn. Yep, that makes sense. Saturn is the keeper of time, Chronos. Right? It's where they got the word chronological, which literally means like keeping time, one after the other. Okay, so I am peaceful. Ticking time. Okay, are you only peaceful? Is there a matter of time before something happens? I am peaceful until. Yeah, it feels like time is running out on something, right? Because that is, yeah, the hourglass is in that way, like it's pouring down. So there's time still left, but it's running out. And we got two references of something pouring, right? There's still water flowing also from the vase, or, you know, that the water bearer is holding. There's still water pouring from there. Eventually it has to run out though, right? And then you have the hourglass. There's still sand pouring down. So there's still time for something. There could even be like half time, or you're at a halfway point with something, because the hourglass is half full, half empty. Okay. For some of you, that could even be in regards to a trip. Like a time is running out, a time is ending, a time is coming. Okay, I'll take that one. That was like 5. Okay, you have I am kind. Okay. Yeah, I feel like time is running down on like maybe your patience with something, or your ability to show up in a peaceful way, in a kind way. Excuse me, in a less confrontational way, right? Okay, I am kind. Because I feel like you have the tools to not be kind if you wanted to. You could use them. You could wield them. Okay. But you're choosing not to. You are exercising restraint with something. Could be maturity. Could be because you have a child. Yeah. Could be some of you, you're I don't know why I'm getting that, but like somebody of a higher, like somebody you look up to advised you to move in this way. I create harmony. All these things. I am peaceful. I am kind. I create harmony. I feel like you have a lot of power. And I think that you're exercising it in a very responsible and mature way. And I think that like it's crazy because I'm almost getting the vibe, Aries, of like you almost letting someone know, like, I could use this power in a different way, right? I'm choosing to be this way, right? That's what this feels like. Yeah. Also here, you're held in high regard. So, to whom much is given, much is required. Does come with responsibility, but you are wielding some type of power very responsibly, exercising restraint very maturely. Very maturely. And I think it's because you are looking at a situation and possibly seeing that it's better to show up in this energy than a more aggressive or confrontational energy. I'm thinking about the long term. Okay, you have the number 31 or 4 with Florida waters, natural form, enchanted potion, red roses, and cleansing. I don't know why I see somebody like walking around their house in a muumuu, those flowy, beautiful gowns that women wear in the house when they're just chilling and cleaning up. That's what I see. And that would describe everything in this too. Natural form, enchanted potion, red roses, cleansing. It feels like because Aries, you've done so much work on yourself, or you give so much time to yourself, you give so much care and nurturing to yourself genuinely, like you don't even have time to extend hate or like misery outside of you, even though you could, from what I see, make someone's living like hell. But I'm hearing quickly, as soon as I said that, I heard, but why would I? But why would I? It's just the mere fact that you can. That is what's powerful, is what I'm getting from this. It's the mere fact that you could. This person has a lot of power, moving all of those big solar balls around. Okay, they got a lot of power. But still, the card says, I create harmony. Even with all that power. Whole world, literally, in their hands. Let's get your last card, Aries. You have the number 3. Yang blessings. Security. The Hermit. Expansion. And stability. To whom much is given, much is required, and much is tested, is what I heard. You also feel like you have a lot to lose. You have a lot to lose. And so that's why I heard, so why would I? Why would I? Okay. Yeah, I think you are at peace with a lot of the blessings that you've created for yourself. A sense of like stability and security. You have anchored within yourself, like that's your home. And you don't want to disrupt that peace. So within, so without. So yeah, like why would you? I see. So I think this is just saying, Aries, like you have mastered some type of power and you're using it in the correct way. You are using it responsibly. That's all I'm kind of getting there for you, Aries. All right. So I appreciate you guys. I pray that those messages were helpful, healing, find you well. All right. Let's go ahead and get to Taurus. All right, Taurus, let's get your time stamp. All right, Taurus. Let's see. Taurus. Okay. I achieve with integrity. I'm hearing that Megan Thee Stallion song. Like, I think it was like a Japanese infused song, but I just hear that. I'm a star, star, star. Okay. I achieve with integrity. And some of you could feel like that. Like, some of you could feel, yeah, like a star. You know what I'm saying? But also very, I don't really like the word humble, but I'll use it for lack of better words right now. But still feel very like down to earth or very connected, or you want to be, right? Maybe there are a lot of achievements and things. But there's still this sense of like staying grounded or something, or staying connected to your people. Yeah, I act respectfully of others as I cut the deck here. Let's see, what else is coming out for Taurus? I am accepting. I am accepting. Some of y'all might have an offer coming in over the summer. Some of you might have an offer coming in that if it aligns with your values and your standards, I see you accepting it. Could be in the form of a contract is what I'm hearing. I think it would be something you called in. I think it would be something you intentionally called in. It says, as I say that, it says, I speak positively of others. I speak positively of others. Okay. You can feel like you speak you speak positively of others, but not sure if that's reciprocated. Not sure if that's the thing. Okay. I'm sorry, there was a thought that interceded that one, that intercept that one that I was having as I'm looking at I am accepting. Okay, so with the offer, all right, with this I am accepting, whatever this offer is that comes in over the summer, make sure that you see it all. Because I feel like this hand is blocking the offer, and like somebody's just sitting there like taking it, like they can't see it, but they might accept. Make sure you know everything about whatever the offer is. Like if it's a contract, read it through. If it's, I don't know, like if it's a job, ask about your duties, ask about the pay, like know all the information. Know all the information. Okay. What else for Taurus here? You have I am kind. I am kind. Yeah, okay. Those are beautiful words, but it's not giving. I have to go with what I'm feeling though. I have to go with what I'm feeling too. Yeah, be mindful of that, okay? Don't be afraid to open your mouth and ask questions, Taurus, just because you feel like you're getting something or somebody's handing you something, or or this is something I called in, and what if it doesn't come? You don't want to think like that. You don't want to think that if you attracted it once, you can't attract it again, especially if it doesn't feel aligned when it comes in. All right, because I'm kind of getting the feeling like you might just accept it just so you won't seem ungrateful or something like that. And I don't think that's going to sit right in your spirit. But feel it out. But this feels like that. Do not be afraid to open your mouth, ask questions, like get the details. And if someone's tight-lipped on details, that could be all the answer that you need. You get what I'm saying? Like if somebody can't tell you what you need to know. Okay, let's see. Okay. Yeah, that was confirmation. You just got the number 19 or 1, because 10 just is 1. And it says Jin. Okay, wildness, enigma, service, and choices. And there's a mask. And there's something behind the mask that's not fully seen. And that's what I was seeing in this. See, there's something here dropping down, but the hand is kind of obscuring it to the person's eyes. Okay. So be mindful. Okay, that's card for Taurus. Make them show their whole hand. That's what I heard. Make them show their whole hand. Or it's not it. Last card, you have the number 3. Banyan blessings, security, the hermit, expansion, and stability. And it could be Taurus, that someone's saying that something is going to be stable, or someone's making promises, but you know, this is really asking you, like, again, to see it all. Like, is it something that can actually take roots and grow? And that's the thing. Like, that's what I feel like. I feel like it could feel like a blessing. And I'm not saying it's not. I'm just telling you to feel it out and get all the information that you can get on it. So you can make a, you know, informed choice, whatever it is. But it could feel stable, you know, or it could seem, let me say that. It could seem stable. So just make sure you find out all the details to make sure it's actually that. All right, so that's what I have for you, Taurus. I'm gonna wrap that there. That's what I have for you guys. All right, I appreciate you guys. If you all want to book a personal reading, everything is scrolling across the screen at the bottom there. Prices are to the to the left of me on your screen. That's trippy. Okay. Last one. Let's do Gemini. All right, Gemini. Let's get your timestamp. You got... Okay. All right, Gemini. Here we go. All right, Gemini, your first card says, I live in truth. And look at that Kundalini rising. Look at that. That Kundalini is rising up to the crown. So feels like you guys could be going through a spiritual awakening at some stage of it, right? Y'all could be at different stages, but the Kundalini is definitely Kundalinian. So there's a lot of truths for y'all that are being unearthed, or if it's not happening, this is about to happen, about to have a spiritual awakening. Okay, so really meaning, like, I'm seeing someone dust off, right, clean their or decalcify their third eye. So there's a lot of truths, right, that you're going to be coming into. Make sure you stay grounded, Gemini. Okay, it is very easy to open the third eye and then, like, you know, you can't go back. Once you open third eye, it's the point of no return. It's nothing to be afraid of. It's just the truths that come out during that experience. It's, if you're not grounded, you know, it can be challenging, or you can feel like you're going crazy. So if you feel like you're going crazy, ground. Okay, I'm hearing things are not as they seem. So some of you could already be feeling that. Or you'll be coming into things that, again, crack reality wide open for you, where you're literally like, well, nothing is what it is, what they say it is. Like, you know? Okay. What was that? I follow my inner guidance. Yeah, y'all are having a spiritual awakening. It's very spiritual. I follow my inner guidance. And through this, a lot of you are getting closer to spirit. You're like having a stronger relationship. You're connecting more with the spirit world, your higher self, your intuition. I'm seeing like footsteps, like you're in step. You're becoming more in sync, in tandem, walking, okay, with that energy of the other side, but integrating it here with you. I'm hearing you will never live life the same. I will never live life the same. All right, well, that's your 2 cards. You have I am humble. Oh, there's a little nudity. Let me cover that. I am humble. I'm not going to lie. I was hearing the word pompous a little bit earlier, and I didn't know where to place that in this reading. But now that I see I am humble, Gemini, this kind of feels like you had a spiritual awakening to connect you more with the spiritual world and less with the material world. And that was purposeful. That could have involved even things being taken away from you in the physical world so that you had no choice but to connect more with your spirit and with your guides. And it feels like that has been achieved, or that will be achieved. Like, you get it. Some of you play piano. Very random. Okay. What was that other card? I advance through my own abilities. And I advance through my own abilities. I just said some of y'all play piano. Okay, so some of y'all piano is about to be like a thing for you that will take you somewhere. Your musical abilities. Good for you. I think this message, I advance through my own abilities, also speaks to being taken, like being detached, untethered from the physical world, and more with the spiritual world, with which the spiritual world is yourself, it's your soul, it's your higher self, it's your guides, it's where you connect with your own abilities. I'm hearing there's been a recalibration. And so you had to understand that you didn't need to rely on any outside things. Your abilities will see you through, like your own talents will make a way for you, whatever they are. Somebody, okay, I'm hearing you forgot where the light lives. So we sent you within. I'm hearing I've been waiting on this my whole life. What song is that? These dreams be waking me up at night. Right? Oh my gosh. I know it's a Kanye song, but I can't clock it. I think it's on the Graduation album. Because whatever this is, like, it's for you. There's a path for you, whatever it is. But it's just like you had to understand, like, it's going to come from you. It ain't nothing that this outside world can give you that you can't give yourself first. So don't attach yourself to these worldly things in a way that detaches you from your spirit, from your soul, and your authenticity. Because you will be reminded time and time again. Here you go. I don't know what the heck that was, but that I'm hearing when they said that, right? So when they said, here you go, it's almost like something's given back to you, Gemini. You're getting something back. I'm hearing purgatory. Some of you could have felt like you were in purgatory or in some type of persecution. It was just an attempt to get you to reconnect with your soul, with your spirit, who you really are, and to detach so much so from like the secular world. Could it have some type of religious thing to it? Because secular gives me like religious, but it doesn't have to be. Okay. You have the number 13 or 4, mugwort, dreams, rhythm, higher self, reality, rest. You had to go back within, find your own rhythm again and bring that to the world. Also, rhythm speaks to music. Okay, so if you are musicians, maybe it was a creative block or something, you had to go back within and understand where your creativity comes from, not from trends, not from what the music industry wants, from what you create. From wherever that comes from, your creation, that is a unique place for everyone. Some people create from their pain. Some people create from their joy. Some people create, from just pure imagination. Like, okay. Let's get Gemini's last card. A lot of Geminis are beautiful musicians. A lot of Geminis are beautiful lyricists because they're ruled by Mercury. Kanye, Andre 3000, is so many other Geminis that are rappers, MCs, lyricists, poets, singers, maybe Libra too for singers. Okay, last card. Gemini, you have the number 26 or 8. It says Burning Man, collective power, supreme prayer, 3 of Cups, and celebration. And like somebody else had this card today, Burning Man is an actual music festival. Oh my God, I just wait a minute, that just hit me. Yes, it's a festival, but it's a music festival. My goodness. Okay. Google says, yes, that's the song. Thank you so much, T. It's I Wonder, Kanye West. And I wonder if you know what it means. That's the key too. Some of you didn't know, like, oh my gosh, like some of you, it's like because you may have gotten out of touch with yourself, it could have disconnected you from other people. And although your heart was pure and your intentions were pure with something, people just couldn't see it. They just couldn't see past they couldn't connect with you because you disconnected from yourself in a sense. Okay, so thank you for that, T. That was helpful. The Burning Man is a music festival and it's a ritual, and it's a lot of rituals, but the biggest one I believe is the Burning Man, where they burn an effigy of like a straw man or wooden man, and it's representative of the ending of the festival but also the beginning of a new cycle. Okay, and this literally to me looks like persecution or purgatory. Okay, with the burning man literally in the fire, and it feels like now is like Kanye gonna be like giving us downloads in this reading because I'm hearing through the fire, through the wire, right? He sampled that from Shaka Khan's Through the Fire though. Yes, a lot of you, it feels like something is given back to you as a reward. Really not a reward, but something that was always yours. You just maybe disconnected from it and didn't know. Cancer season could help you a lot with this. Okay, that's what I'm getting. Because it could be connected to a mother. Okay, that could be the tether. I've talked a lot about the tether that we have to the mother, and the first one is the umbilical cord. All right, so that's what I have for you, Gemini. I appreciate you guys. All right. I pray that these messages find you well, offer some clarity, something that you needed to hear today when you see this. If you would like to book a personal reading, you can see it scrolling across the screen, or I'll have it in the description or a pinned comment a little bit later. All right, I'm going to go enjoy some Mexican food with my son for his birthday. So I appreciate you guys bearing with me as I retry to stream from OBS, because I love streaming from there. I know that it kind of messes with the algorithm, though. I don't think they push it as much because they like the portrait mode now, you know. But anyways, I still enjoy doing it this way. So I appreciate you guys. Personal readings, information's on the screen. It'll be pinned later. I hope you guys enjoy the rest of your Venus day. All right. And I will catch you guys later because we have a lot to talk about. All right. We have a lot to talk about. Uranus is now in Gemini, and so things are changing. So stay tuned, guys. Be safe out there. Enjoy the rest of your Venus day. Till next time. Thank you guys for stopping through.